Hello, hello. It's Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and welcome to our weekly live love talk. I just love showing up every week for you, ladies. It's my ways to show you how much I love you, how much I care for you, and also understand my way to show you that I do understand that my program is kind of pricey for some of you, as you sometimes tell me. And this is my way to give you back, help you out totally for free. So it's my way to give you back love and to help you in your journey to finding and creating true lasting love with an incredible guy. For you that don't know me, if you are new in my channel, number one, subscribe. And my name is Natalia Hart. I am a dating and relationship coach for women. And we meet every Wednesday at 12 p.m. to talk about a different topic that it's relevant to the week. So today's topic was brought to me from Lizzie. She asked me this question on our private Facebook group. And if you want to be part of our private Facebook group, I will place the link in the comments so you can join. It's totally free. And we try to be very active and support each other out. It's a very nice group of women. And we just celebrated our 5th year on our Facebook group. So, yay. And anyway, so the question Lizzie asked me, it's a question that I do get a lot. So that's why I decided to address it today. The question she asked me is, where do I meet men outside of dating apps? Or how do I meet men? Oh, well, hold on. I'm not live on Instagram. Here we go. So, how do I meet men outside of dating apps? And that seems to be a really popular question nowadays. So, I am going to be focusing in one way that I particularly believe with all my heart is the best way to meet high quality previously vetted men outside of dating apps. I believe it's the best way, and it's the way that you are going to feel the best. So, this way, it's about enrolling or inviting your circle of influence into creating your love vision for you, into creating your helping you to create your relationship. I call these power partnerships, and why is so aligned with women. As you know, I coach using different models. And one of the models that I use to coach, one of the pillars, is feminine energy, is the law of polarity. So my coaching is specifically tailored for women. And historically, women, the feminine energy thrives when we are in community. Historically, we have been gathering since the beginning of times, women, we have been gathering in tribes, gathering in groups to thrive in our lives for different reasons, to raise up children, to go gathering food, to search for advice, to for companionship. That gathering in community, creating community, creating power partnerships has been the number one way the feminine has used to reach our goals. It's a way that we are naturally inclined to thrive. So that is the reason why I truly, truly believe that enrolling your circle of influence into helping you, introducing you the men in their lives that are single and that are looking to find and create true love with a woman is the best way for you to get introductions outside of the other methods, the other strategies you have been using. So let me see my notes. So I wanted to share a story with you. Through the years, there was a time in my life when I was in my early 20s when I got really, really into reading about mythology. And I couldn't really find in all my readings a lot of stories of women being heroes or women in literature. They usually, men are the ones portrayed as heroes, as warriors, as you have Zeus, you have Prometheus, you have Odysseus, you have Homer, you have all the different heroes portrayed in literature are usually men. But I found a couple of them really, really hidden. And they all support my belief. These heroes in classic literature, when they were faced with a challenge or when they were trying to reach a goal that was bigger than them, that they couldn't do it on their own, they did reach out to their community. They reached out and created power partnerships, either with other women or with nature, with the forces of the unseen. They always did that. And I wanted to share one story that I particularly liked, and it's the story of Queen Hester. Queen Hester was faced with the humongous task, with the huge task of saving her own tribe. She belonged to a tribe that was about to be murdered by the king, her husband. And without him knowing that her tribe was going to get murdered, he didn't know that she belonged to that tribe because she never shared it with him. She kept it quiet because her tribe was persecuted all the time. So she decided to not say anything to the king. And so her tribe is about to be killed. And aunt, her uncle comes to her and says, Hester, our tribe, our people, it's about to get murdered. We are going to get decimated and we need your help. You are the only one that can save us. And she's like, how come? How is the fate of our tribe in my hands? I am just a woman. And his uncle proceeds to tell her that her husband, the king, he just had signed a decree allowing his army to go in a few days and murder the whole tribe of Israel. So when she finds out about this, she got really, really sad and overwhelmed at the beginning because she didn't know how to help them. So she did try to get out of this task. She said, well, I can't do anything. I mean, But her uncle kept empowering her and said, you can do it. If you cannot do it, nobody else can. So we really rely on you to save your tribe, to save your lineage. So she's like, okay, I am going to do my best, and I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to save it. So what did she do? So here is this woman, here is this queen that is a task bigger than herself, bigger than life, is falling on her lap. In her hands is the future of her tribe. If she doesn't do anything, her tribe is going to get murdered. Her tribe, her lineage ends there. That's it. There is not going to be any other member of her tribe alive if she doesn't do anything. And so what does she do? She calls her mates and friends and said, let's get together. And she called them into a room, a big room, and they start praying and fasting for 3 days. That's what they do. They get together, all her maids, all her community in the castle. They get together and they pray and they fast and they talk about different options. She enrolls the people she knows. She creates a power partnership with the women she knows in her life to come up with a solution to save her tribe. And long story short, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but she actually succeeds. They pray, they fast, and they come up with a solution. And it takes them a few days to convince the king to not to save her tribe, to give her tribe a chance to have a fair fight and fight for their lives. But she succeeds. So I hope this story gives you a good idea. The real energy that I want to give you is that you don't have to do it alone. And your power, your real power, your natural power, the power that is going to energize you and make your life whole and help you thrive and find your man, is in your community. Okay, so this is the best way for you to do it, is start talking to the people in your life about your dream, about your vision of finding and creating an incredible man to get married and to create a long-term partnership. This is the best way. And why it's actually going to give you a better chance to meet a great guy than any other strategy that you could use is because these people in your life that you are creating power partnerships with, they know you. They know who you are. They know what you like. They know what you don't like. They have seen you on your highest highs and your lowest lows. They have seen you through school. They have seen you through your hobbies. They have seen you through your other relationships. So they will be able to get you introductions with the single men in their lives that are compatible with you. So it's like a warm referral, we will call it in the business realm, because they already know you and they know these other men, and they know that you have something in common. So the chances of you being compatible with these men are higher. And the other reason why it works so well, and it works faster than any other way, it's because the fact that you are being introduced through this power partnership to a man that fact that you have a link, you have a human being in the middle that knows you and that knows him, immediately creates a tighter commitment, immediately creates a tighter bond, because you know your friend knows him and trusts him and like him. So that immediately makes you feel better, immediately gives you, even if it's in a subtle way, it makes you feel safer. And it's the same for the men that they are introducing you. He knows that this person that is referring you and trusts her or him, so there is a different kind of bond. And the other reason why it works faster, besides the fact that there is already a trust, a feeling that somehow you know each other already, is that because the intention of the introduction is crystal clear, there is no room for misunderstanding. There is no room for, maybe she wants a friend or maybe he wants a body. The intention of the introduction, it's clear from the get-go, is to create a long-term relationship. So when that happens, when the intention is that clear, and on top of that, you have the trust that comes from having a friend referring you each other, the conversations you can have with this man from the moment you meet him are going to be deeper, are going to be more aligned. In other words, you are going to be able to audition him in a much clearer way than if you meet him randomly somewhere else, because it's obvious that that's the reason you are meeting. You are meeting to see if you are a good match for a long-term relationship. There are so many positives to creating power partnerships, to get introductions, to meet the one. There is no downside on this. Absolutely not downside. So if you like what I have been saying up until now, give me a like. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe. I am going to be updating weekly videos for the until the end of the year. I am going to be updating a lot of videos. So let me see my notes. I don't want to forget. So if you are feeling nervous, now I want to address the elephant in the room, okay? And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I can see them here. So I want to address the what ifs, but Natalia, I always like to address those because I really feel that if I don't address those, the message may not land, the message may not um, inspire you to take action. And the only way you really are going to know if this is going to work for you is if you give yourself a month to 3 months to try it out. Okay, so I want you to take action on this and try it for yourself. But there may be some things on the back of your head that are telling you, like, like, what if? But so I am going to address the most common questions that my clients have when I coach them, when I train them to do this. I have a whole video training in my Epic Love Accelerator program where I teach them absolutely step by step how to create power partnerships to get introductions. That video alone has saved some clients up to $30,000. that they could have used on matchmakers, because these power partnerships are that you are creating are like your own team of amateur matchmakers. You know that everybody likes to play Cupid. So this is what we are creating. Let me see the oh. So the first myth, the first thing that I would like to debunk, negative belief that I would like to debunk, is the fear that sometimes we have of something desperate, okay? Something desperate. And it's a totally valid fear. There is nothing wrong with feeling that way. Now, it doesn't have a lot of validity in reality, because these people, your power partners, these people that you are going to be contacting and sharing your dream and your vision and enrolling them into introducing you to the single men, the high value single men in their lives. These are people that really love you. These are people that really respect you. If they're coworkers, these are people that like you. So they want the best for you. They won't really see you as desperate, because you are not telling them, hey, I feel so lonely. I can't sleep at night. I don't know what to do with my life. I cannot find a man to save my life. And that is desperate. But you are not going to say it like that. You are not going to say it like that, because that's not how you feel. You are giving these people an opportunity to create a positive difference in your life. You know how many weddings I get invited because of what I do? It's incredible. It's the best feeling. It's the best feeling when people really thank you for being part of your love story. So you are actually are inviting them to be part of your happiness. This is a gift that you are giving to other people. That's why it's called power partnership. It's because it works for you and it also works for them. It makes them so happy to help you. And they really are not thinking that you are desperate, because that's not the energy you are putting out there, because you are not desperate. You are actually being very smart. Okay? So that's it. The second one is, oh, this is huge. These people are going to think that I am not serious about my career. Oh my God. This kind of comment, this kind of fear shows up with all my love. I would like you to check if you are having this feeling. It's when we have the belief, we picked up a belief somewhere in the ether, we don't know where, that we either can have the career or the love, that we can't have both. So if you ask people to become a power partner with you and get you introductions to high value single men in their lives, you are like, oh, they're going to think I am not being serious about my career, that I should be focusing on my career. And yes, this is one of those cases where it's not an either or. You can have both. And actually, one will enhance the other one, and the other one is going to enhance this one. They both work together, because really, the number one factor, this is science, this is not me talking, this is not my belief. The number one, there are two things that will have the most impact, according to the studies, on your happiness and fulfillment. Number one is your relationships, and number two is sleep. The rest, all the others, career, traveling, health, blah, 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 they are far behind those two. They're not even close. So, yes, you can have both. You can have your career and you can have an incredible man in your life. Actually, your man is going to support you to do better in your career. Okay, so that's the second one. Let me see the third one that I wrote down. Um, oh, yes. The third fear that shows up when it comes to creating a power partnership and asking for introductions is that you may look undesirable if you don't get married soon. Okay, that is a big fear as well. And I believe this is a fear that stops so many women on their tracks when it comes to finding and creating true lasting love with a man. Because once we draw a line on the sand in public, one thing is to say it to ourselves and create a dating app profile and on our own, and we don't tell anybody, and we keep it private so nobody can see that we are there. That is one level of vulnerability. Of course, it takes a lot of courage to do that, but to actually create power partnerships, to say it out loud that, hey, I am in a season in my life where I really would love to meet a great guy to share my life. I have so much to give, and I would like to share it with a great guy that is my equal and that loves me and adores me and cherishes me. That is sounds huge. It's a huge risk. But I don't, if you are having this fear, I want you to tap into your courage, because you are not, oh, my nose is itching. You are not going to look undesirable if you don't get married right away, because any smart person out there knows that love takes time to unfold. That yes, there are some occasions where woman meet men, men meet woman, and 2 months go by and they get engaged and they get married, and it's all like this and it works. But most of the time, love takes time to unfold. So nobody's going to judge you if you don't get married right away. All the contrary, they are going to support you. They are going to admire your commitment. They are going to admire your heart. They are going to admire that you are going for what you really love, for what you believe. That is an incredible woman, the one that does that. Those are the women that really matter, the ones that are going after their dreams. So, no, they are not going to judge you for that. And if somebody judges you for that, I will really challenge you to reconsider your relationship with that person, because do you really want to be surrounded with a person that doesn't understand the courage that it takes to go after the really good things in life? We are talking about your love life, your partner. This is like if you were a swimmer, this is like training for the gold medal at the Olympics. Would you ever think of judging a swimmer training for years and years and years to win the gold medal in the Olympics, and he or she never qualifies? No, absolutely no. That is an honorable person. So that was the other one. And I have one more. Let me see. How are we doing there? Are we good? Do you have any questions? Subscribe. More is coming. I'm looking at Instagram. Okay. Oh, and the last one is that the last fear is, oh my gosh, I may scare off the kind of men I want to meet. And this is a big no-no. This is a big no-no. And I hope I can explain it clearly. Um, there are men out there right now that are looking for you. Maybe not for you, like you, but for what you represent, for the same thing that you are looking. There are men out there looking exactly for what you want, for what you represent. They want to build the same thing. There are many, many men looking for that. Tapping into your network, your community, allows you to get access to those men faster. They are looking for what you are looking. The only thing missing is that you haven't met yet. But if you keep doing what you are doing, he'll find you because he is out there. He wants you. He wants to get married. He wants to get in a long-term partnership. He wants to have kids if you are in that stage of life, or if you are older. He wants to go to Positano with you. He wants to go with a woman. These men are wanting exactly the same thing you want. Okay, so no, you won't scare the kind of men you want away. On the contrary, you are going to be able to meet him faster. The bolder you step into creating and co-creating, these are two different things. The bolder you step into creating and co-creating with your power partners, and if you believe in God, co-creating with God, your relationship, the faster it's going to happen, because the more clarity you are going to have, and he's going to find you. He is going to find you, okay? So, the last thing I wanted to say is, because I know I attract women that are like me, that are type A, super driven business owners, or, with high profile jobs and with a lot on their plate. Now there is a lot going on. So I know you will understand it more clearly if I share with you this last example, and then I'm gonna be gone. Let's say you are looking for a job. How will you look for a job? Being the smart, experienced, mature woman that you are today, that you have been in the working market for many years now. What is the best way to get a fantastic job? Through networking. You'll talk to colleagues, you'll talk to friends, you'll talk to family members, you'll talk to everybody in the matter. You will talk to your dog about it. Okay? Finding your mate is the same. It's exactly the same, but with one caveat. For a job, if you really need the money and you need to pay your mortgage, and you are through here, you may need to get a job, to accept a job that is not exactly what you want. Okay? But in love, you don't have to. You don't have to settle for a man that you don't like. You accept the introductions, you go and meet the guy, and as you go and for a job interview, if it's not a good match, if it's not aligned, you say, thank you so much, but no. Okay, you don't have to settle. That is the only difference between jobs and finding love. Anyway, thank you. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it useful. If that is the case, if you have a friend that is single and is struggling in the dating market, share this video with her, and let's make everybody successful in this area of love, okay? So I love you. I appreciate you. I see you. And the message for today is he'll find you. He's looking for you. See you next week.